Hey there, wine fans. It's Wine Shark with you here again with another Wine Basics video. Today we're going to talk about wine's magic touch, and you're going to learn about the four compounds and the descriptors that are used to define non-aroma tastes in wine. And if you stick around to the end, I'll teach you about my one favorite keyword when we're talking about looking for great everyday wines. So, wine's magic touch. Apart from aroma, which comprises the bulk of what we call flavor, wine has a tactile sensory component that is hugely important to how we experience the beverage. And there are four primary compounds that contribute to this. Sugars. Fructose and glucose are the primary types of sugars found in wine. Residual sugars, often abbreviated RS, is what's left over after wine completes its production process. How much left over in the wine determines the wine's level of sweetness. We describe the sugar level in wine as a scale between dry and sweet. Fully dry wines have 0 sugar to about 5 grams per liter of RS, whereas dessert wines can have over 150 grams per liter. Unfortunately, we aren't very good at determining the sweetness of wine at the lower end of the scale. Part of that is due to the small degrees in difference in RS between, say, dry, off-dry, semi-dry, etc. Also, the complexity and overlap with the other tactile sensations contributes to making it kind of confusing at the bottom end of the scale. Acid. The second major contribution to wine from the grape is acid, primarily tartaric, malic, and lactic acids. Acids in wine is expressed by two measures: total acidity, or the amount of acid in the wine, and pH, or the intensity of those acids. Some acids have a tangy or sharp sensation on our palate and are often called juicy or crisp. These are generally caused by the malic and tartaric acids in the wine. Some acids can cause a creamy or buttery sensation. These are caused by lactic acid. Some red wines will have this sensation of a velvety feel in your mouth for the very same reason. Tannins. Tannins are phenol compounds contributed by the seeds, skins, and sometimes stems of grapes. Mostly present in red wine, but some wines have tannins in them too. Tannins are astringent, which means they cause your pores to contract. This cuts off their saliva release, which is the opposite of what happens with acids. It also always gives you that mouth drying sensation on your tongue and the lining of your mouth. This is why they're often described as grippy, because they seem to grip your palate. They may have also been described as green or coarse when they're young and bold, or maybe elegant or fine-grained when they're more refined and subtle. Tannins are critical to wine's structure, especially flavor delivery and the aging process. Alcohol. Let's face it, it's probably the reason you're drinking your wine. Alcohol is caused by yeast consuming the sugars and leaving behind ethyl alcohol. However, it's expressed on our palate as a warming sensation, or often called heat. But with too much alcohol in your wine, it can kind of override the other factors in a wine, and so we want to make sure that the alcohol is not too dominating. Body or mouthfeel. The combination of those first four factors lends to this wine description. Body and mouthfeel describes the viscosity and intensity of a wine's flavor experience, the mouth-filling sensation, if you will. An easy comparison for this might be something like water, skim milk, and whole milk. The more you go up the scale, the more intense / mouth-filling the beverage feels. So full-bodied wines have lots going on in your mouth, whereas lighter wines are more subtle. Both can have nuanced and complex flavor profiles, but the intensity varies depending on how you describe it. And the one magic word is balance. The key to those four tactile sensations is keeping everything in harmony. Winemakers can dance around with playing up one or the other of the four factors, but in the end, all of the things have to ring with the same tune. And you'll find when you talk about really cool wines that you're going to want to drink over and over again, you're going to find that they have a beautiful balance between all of those factors. So the next time you're shopping for wine or talking to a sommelier, ask about the balance of the wine that you're ordering or buying. See what you can find out in that world, and not just about the flavors that the wine brings to you. So, in closing, Tell me your favorite styles of wine in the comments below. Do you like big and bold, lean and racy? Do you like things that are subtle and nuanced, or ones that dominate your palate? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you like what we're doing, hit that like or subscribe button and share with a wine-loving friend. If you really like what we're doing, join us over on Patreon and you get exclusive content from the folks that support us that way. Until next time, I've been your Wine Shark. Cheers.